Why did no one tell me that Black Lagoon was not a completed series? I didn't even know it had a manga. I thought the anime was just it and then it was done. But no, it is not. And now I have to read the manga because I'm obsessed. I had so much fun with these 2 seasons. The premise is incredibly simple. You have a totally not mercenary group. They're just delivery people. They're just delivering packages. They don't have any moral interest in what is being delivered and the consequences of said package getting from point A to point B. The corruption of morality, what you choose to see, what you don't choose to see. You have Rock, who is just this straight-laced businessman from Japan that gets wrapped up in when the boat he is on or ship he's on gets hijacked and he gets kidnapped, and realizing that the people that are in charge of him, who have authority over him, who he has dedicated his life to, do not give a shit whether he lives or dies, and he has to take control of his own life, his own choices, and chooses to go off with this totally not mercenary group, and is just swept up in the world, I want to say, of chaos, of you got a lot of decay and focus on corruption in the world that he is now in, but there's a code. There are laws within different organizations. There's respect between the leaders of said factions because they don't want to start an all-out war. It's such an interesting look, and I think Rock was a good viewpoint character to see this story through, because while it doesn't have as strong as a narrative focus as I would like, there's not a goal that we're trying to reach. It's mostly a character study on Rock, how he responds to the different situations that he finds himself in, the corruption and terrible things that are happening, not only in this world of the underworld kind of thing that we're dealing with, but also in a society where you would think their law exists, where there's a recognized government, where things should be good, reasonable, and understanding that there is corruption there as well, that people take advantage of the system, that there is still this violence in a quote-unquote civilized world, and he has to choose between the two. Does he go home? Does he stay where he is? I love this. It is very episodic, which I thought would grate on me, but I think the fact that it's not one episode done, reset, past episodes impact future ones, and it's all focusing on different jobs, and the jobs are never wrapped up in a single episode. At minimum, it's 2, normally it's 3 or 4 episodes, and the characters are coming back that we've seen in previous episodes. Revi is an absolute delight. She is a product of what this world has made her. She is violent and angry, and she has a job. She's a good shooter, and that's basically who she is. And then you learn more about her. Her dynamic with Rock changes from, I would not save you if you get kidnapped, so you're on your own, to, yeah, I'm his bodyguard. Come at him. See what happens. I also love that the women in this series are allowed to just be violent and brutal and brash and cursing out the way that all the other men characters are allowed to be. My biggest gripe that is like a trope that I see over and over again is like the female character is always the healer, and if they're going to be the fighter, it's a long range weapon. It's not like they're going to be up close and personal getting bloody. These characters get bloody as hell. All of them. I think Bella Locke is one of my favorites. She's evil. Oh my god. But like I don't like her by the end. By the end, I'm like, can you stay away from my boy? That is what I was thinking the entire time. Stay very far away from him. I don't need your influence on him. Past, I think, Soviet Union, Russia, kind of military corruption of ideas, armed forces, mercenary. She has so much going on around her. She's just an interesting character. Every character is a vibe. Mr. Cheng, I think, is one of my favorites in terms of just pure personality, and I can't wait to see more from him. I need to read the manga. I thought this was done. You're telling me there's an ongoing manga series that I now have to read? Do you have any idea how many manga I have to start, have to finish, or want to reread because I want to experience the story from the beginning and see how things change from the anime to the manga, or now that I know the ending of the manga, how that affects my opinion on the beginning? I have too many manga to read. I did not want to start another series. I'm upset about that, but it's so good. This was a wild ride. It was an adrenaline rush. this is a character study, character focus, and I love the dynamics between the characters. I'm excited to see how their relationships change and grow. I know this manga goes on for a long time. So the first 2 seasons, it worked. Each job was entertaining enough, and we were fleshing out the world and the character dynamics. But if this manga series is going to go on longer, I am going to need a goal that we're working towards, or I'm probably just not going to finish it. But for the time being, I'm in love with these characters. I'm in love with the vibe. This was a time, and I recommend Black Lagoon. So much fun, so entertaining. I'm a sucker for cycles of violence, corruption, and morality. Seeing the grime in what you think is a good place, and seeing the good in what should be a terrible place. I had fun. I just had fun. That is all I got. I will talk to you later. Bye.